In the immortal words of Ronnie Coleman, yeah, buddy! Earthgore set, I swear this was made for me. It's Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com. We're back doing a best in slot gear review. If you don't know, this is a two-piece Monster Helm that you can get in the Bloodroot Forge, which is the Horns of the Reach DLC dungeon. I'm absolutely in love with this set for open world PvP, as I'm a little Zerger, but I don't think the set is good for every single application. So I want to explain to you what it is, how to get it, the uses for it, and is this best in slot? The first thing people are probably going to want to know is where to get this. Now, this is the Horns of the Reach DLC. Essentially added 2 new dungeons, which I haven't done this character. Bloodroot Forge is where you get the Earthgore helm. So you get it from Veteran, where the helm drops, and the Undaunted Pledge system is where you get the shoulders. It's 2% healing done as a one piece, so it's very similar to Troll King. When you heal a friendly target that is under 50% health, that's very, very important. You conjure a pool of quenching blood underneath them. Essentially, it's up in the air and below if you saw it from the intro. It basically instantly heals them for 36,000 on the tooltip over 3 seconds, though it has a hefty cooldown of 35 seconds. So let's break this down piece by piece and see if it's really, really good. So some of you have known for previous videos that I like to run Troll King on my PvP healer. And I still think it's a very, very valuable set, but we have done on our PvP teams is switch our tanks to run this with Echoing Vigor, because this is such a strong set. Now, what I like about this set is that it heals once they're below 50%. So basically when someone is in trouble, it will give them, bang, an initial burst heal, and it goes right above them. So that is good, and it's bad. It has some downsides. The downside is, let's say you're getting healed by like a heal over time effect, whether it's a rapid regeneration, healing spring, something like that, and you fall down off a little cliff, and you drop below 50%. Bang! This procs, yeah, you get healed to full, but guess what? That 35-second cooldown is incurred. Not good. The thing that I like about this is essentially you're going to get almost the entire heal effect, the 3 seconds, once the thing spawns over you, and that it's such a significant burst heal. So on my Templar, I have minor mending, not major anymore. I'm still butthurt about that, but it heals for about 9,000 a second once I'm fully buffed. That is an incredible amount of healing for you and your group. The downsides of it, I don't think this is really that useful in PvE context. When I say PvE, I'm talking dungeons and that sort of thing. Yeah, the burst heal is nice, but I think most builds want to focus on buffs, utilizing other sets to optimize the group's damage, because ultimately, the faster you can kill something, guess what? Well, the easier things are in this game. So this is specifically PvP oriented in the burst heal. Now you'll see the tooltip at 36,000, that's unbuffed, and that's also not fully maxed out, and it's also not incurred by Battle Spirit, so that'll be half. The major downside is the 35-second cooldown. Now, I think that's actually pretty forgiving after you've seen this thing heal, because 35 seconds, if you think about it, someone drops below, they're in trouble. Most likely other people are in trouble as well, including yourself. So what happens is, for me personally, when I'm playing, if this thing procs, it's basically going to save my life. Even if I can't even break free and I have no stamina, it will keep me alive for a few seconds. That will allow me to get some stamina, maybe some magic back, and recover and avoid a death. The 35-second cooldown is actually pretty forgiving when you consider that potions have a 45-second cooldown. So I'm very, very survivable in the fact that I can kind of calculate in my head when the 35 seconds starts, and then I can kind of offset that with a potion. So as an Argonian, you can see here, another reason I love being an Argonian is that the potion passive restores a big amount of magic health and stam. That's very, very useful, considering that if I use a tripod or something like that, I'm going to get a massive burst heal from this, and then that 35-second cooldown is on something else, so I have 2 really vital tools to survive way outnumbered that I like, and it's AoE, area, so it's not just for one person. So let me show you how what this looks like. Now I'm in Rivenspire here. We dip below 50%, drop my cleanse, and then the heal. Boom! 18.2k, and that's in PvE with minor mending up. So you can see it is a staggeringly powerful burst heal. The last thing I forgot to mention about this helm is not only that it heals, it soaks up enemy ground effects, as you can see. It acts basically like as a negate along with the heal, making it formidable in terms of massive, huge battles. So I can see an army of people running this set, unfortunately, but until it gets nerfed, it's just too strong not to have someone with it. Considering the burst heal potential and that it acts like a negate, yeah, I'll deal with the 35-second cooldown. So I personally am in love with this set and plan on updating my PvP healer build to reflect the changes. And I have a couple skill changes, some passives have changed. So still working on that build called the Guardian, so I will update that. But I love this Earthgore set. I think you can make an absolutely staggeringly powerful Battlegrounds team if a tank runs the Troll King set, your main primary healer runs this, and you have 2 other DPS. You will be extremely strong, and you guys probably have seen this on stream. But, like I said, it has a long cooldown. You're going to have to know when to use it. It also can proc off of really silly, stupid things, so sometimes the cooldown will be affected, and I don't think it's really that valuable for PvE. So, is this best in slot? Well, I don't think so. I think there's a lot of different options that you can use, and you have to craft your team around what you do well and what you need specifically. So, on a Templar, in PvP, if I'm doing big, huge open world keep battles and stuff, you can't beat Earthgore. Thanks so much for watching, gang. Appreciate it. I got way more content coming, but I wanted to get this video out so you can start farming that Earthgore.